Anthony Train Johnson, founder of Gamblers Anonymous, here with you to let you know a few things. First of all, I was inspired, over the last few days. I was having a conversation with a really cool guy. He's from England. He's a podcaster, and me and him, he's been doing it for 20 years, way longer than I have. And we were just talking back and forth about our passions and the things we do. And long story short, he liked my Gamblers Anonymous page. And he said, why aren't you doing, is there a show for this every day or anything? And I said, well, I just give the information on my page. I'd rather edit videos and have them looking great. And realistically, me doing videos every day, having time to edit them with this along with all the other things I do is just hard to get done. So he just, said, hey, man, you need to get the information out. You know what I mean? Don't overthink it. You know what I mean? People enjoy, your page a lot, and, just get to it. So that's what I'm doing. So I can't promise every day, but I can promise you that you will get more, you'll become a better sports gambler just by the information that I'm going to give you each and every time we have a show. Okay. First off, shout out to Gamblers Anonymous, the page. Shout out to my, you might as well call it VP of Operations, Hercules Handy. He's killing it right now in the MLB with home run plays and hits and calls on games, and he's doing everything. He's doing golf, you name it. For me right now, my focus is on the Nhl Playoffs and the NBA Playoffs. It's a lot of value there. I'm in great rhythm in both sports, so I'll get, cooking up on baseball a little more as, time goes. You have a full season in baseball. The playoffs are right here for these other two sports. So that's what I wanted to come out and tell you guys. So from the rip here, we're going to jump into some games real quick. You know what I mean? I'm going to give a quick breakdown and we're going to move on. Today, we're going to start with the NHL playoffs. And hear me out. I know 80% of you probably don't care about hockey, watch hockey, or, even bet on it. But I'm telling you guys, I fell in love with the sport, through sports gambling probably 6 years ago or something like that. And I'm hooked. You know what I mean? And it's rewarding and it's fun, and it's, you're going to learn to like the sport and watch the games and maybe find your team and all that good stuff like I did with the Hurricanes. Shout out Carolina. But it's just very, very fulfilling to work on NHL. You know what I mean? So trust me, if you don't know anything, you're going to learn things. Let's jump into the first game of the day. Let's go straight to it. All right, so first up, we're going to roll with the Canadiens game. Canadiens, Tampa Bay Lightning, Game 7 at Tampa. All right. For the people who do know, I get it. The appealing thing is to take the Tampa Bay Lightning money line. That's the appealing thing. They're the more proven team. They're on their home ice for this Game 7. It just feels like, all right, the safe play is that. But like I posted on the page earlier today, we're going to take time to look at value with underdogs. That's why, this year's been my best year with underdogs. I've called, a multitude of great underdogs like we did with the 76ers yesterday over the Celtics, like we did with the 76ers in the game before that over the Celtics. So I'm looking at the Canadiens team. I'm looking at a team that's been highly competitive in this series. Every game has been a one-score game. Every single game. Okay? So that's telling me if it's very competitive and you basically flip a coin, but I got plus 150 or whatever it is for the underdog, then for me, unless I have some type of major hunch or major form of information that comes up, I'm going with the Canadiens here. I'm going with the underdog on this spot. I'm just telling y'all a pick on this play right here. I can't spend my money on a negative odd when the series is so close. So that's what I'm doing. Canadiens money line. If you want the plus 1.5 and parlay piece that, I feel like you're going to be in an amazing position if you got the plus 1.5. You know what I mean? You can lose the game and still win your bet. So if you got a parlay, you want to put together and you want to just do that, then do that. But for me, I'm going to be on that money line. I'm attacking the value. All right, next game up. Avalanche and the Minnesota Wild, Game 1. All right. For me, I'm just gonna go with the better team right now. With a better team all year long. I'm gonna go with a monster in the Avalanche, but I want you guys to know this: the Wild, they're going to be competitive in this series. They have a size advantage for one, so they can get their bodies into places in front of that net, and they can make things happen. They got guys that can slap the stick, if you will. I'm just going to tell you guys. It's going to be some games where the Wild are going to really, I believe, show up. But for game one, man, that home crowd buzzing, Avalanche has, been destroying it all year. They're the number one team in the league. It's not even a question. You know what I'm saying? They have speed all over the place. First line, second line, third line. And they got guys that can hit the back of the net. They have a lot of guys that can really, really put pressure on you. So for me, in game one, we're going to Avalanche, man. You know what I mean? That's it. So you can couple a Canadians money line and an Avalanche money line and go about your day. You can do a Canadians plus money single bet by itself, or you can do a really safe one, which would be a plus 1.5 Canadians with an Avalanche money line. But that's what I'm going with, man. And that's what I have. And up next, we will have NBA 2 Game 7s. I'll tell you what I'm cooking up for that. But all in all, man, take the information. You know what I mean? Nobody's going to give you 100% winning parlays. And you might go to, you might pull up somewhere and just feel like, dang, man, every time I place their bet, I lose. Well, take the information. That's what I say. I want you guys to sometimes you can take my information and fade my pick. You know what I mean? You might flip it on your own and figure out something else. But what I do is provide information. You know what I mean? So you know that I'm working hard and I'm not just out here just giving you gut feeling picks. You know what I'm saying? So that's me. That's how we doing it. Follow the page on Facebook. There's a YouTube. There's a TikTok. We're going to feed everybody. My name is Anthony Train Johnson. Peace.